Hello and welcome to your practice. Today we have a mellow breath focus flow that aims to reach into the sides of the body and is particularly freeing through the spine, creating some space there. If you're carrying some stress, it will help you release some of that tension. You don't need any specific props for the practice. However, I'm using a couple of blocks to add in a little extra extension on the arms and to provide that little more ease for the whole experience. So let's go ahead and begin in a tabletop. Finding your hands directly underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. And let's start with a few circles around our wrists to wake up the joints here and to tune in with the breath. And let's bring some control to the breathing. So engaging your Ujjayi breath, that's that slight constriction at the back of the throat. So we're pulling the air in through the throat and in through the mouth, the nose. And then exhale, pushing the breath out through the nose. Creating what sounds like the sound of the ocean. Helping us to slow down the breath. And become a little more mindful as we move. Okay, so keeping the toes tucked, slide the hands back behind you. My fingertips are facing away. And actually, let's untuck the toes here. Okay, press down into the shins, lift up through the center of the chest, and then press down and lift the hips. Also press the hips forward a little, navel hugs in towards the spine. Your chin can be tucked down towards the sternum to just remove any compression from the neck. Inhale and exhale, release. Okay, we'll do that one more time. Pressing into the fingers, the shins, inhale, lift up through the chest. Staying here for the exhale. Inhale, feeling the stretch down the hip flexors. And exhale, release. Now let's move into the left side. So left fingertips are planted down. And sweep the right arm forward in a semicircle. And as you sweep the hand forward, lift your hips. Inhale. Now we're reaching into the side of the body. And exhale. Lower the hips down and switch sides. So right fingertips behind you. Left hand sweeps forward and around. And then your bicep over your ear. Can you stretch the fingertips away? And pressing down into the left knee. Press the left hip forward. Bringing a little more stretch into the experience. And then exhale, lower down and switch. So let's bring that count to it. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fingers plant. Inhale, left hand forward and around. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just moving side to side. And with your breath. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, so stopping there and then reaching your hands forward, tuck your toes, lift your knees, press your hips back towards your heels and then lift your hips up towards the sky, finding a soft downward facing dog. Press the fingertips deep into the floor. So we're taking pressure off of the wrists. And heels are high, knees are bent and your chest is maybe resting on the thighs. Now let's pedal out the legs, straighten one leg and then the other, swaying your hips from side to side. Inhaling softly in and out through the nose. Okay, gaze between the hands, come high up onto the tiptoes, heels high, knees soft, and begin to walk towards the hands. Again, pressing firmly into the fingertips. The shoulders will begin to reach over the wrists. And then when your feet reach the front, next to your thumbs, take hold of the elbows. Again, relax knees and heavy arms, heavy head, neck and shoulders. And allow your body to glide and sway from side to side. Can you close your eyes here? And just feel the weight of the head pulling on the spine, creating some gentle decompression. Can you relax your shoulders a little more? And you can also let go of the elbows and just let the hands hang heavy. Okay, now bend the knees and slowly rise, rolling one bone by bone into your Tadasana, your standing posture. Feet nice and wide. And toes turning out, okay? Let's take our hands forward and up, big breath in. And as you exhale, lowering down, bending the knees into an active squat. And here's where I'll take my blocks. Let's take step the right foot back and lower the back knee, okay? So your lizard lunge here, heavy in the right hip. Let your pelvis hang down. Feeling a gentle stretch in the hip flexor. And your back toes can be tucked or untucked here. And all I'm doing is moving my hips from side to side, just reaching into some of the tight spots, the top of my thigh. Okay, now revolved low lunge, left arm reaches to the sky, breathing in. And as you exhale, you can lower your elbow, your forearm, or your hand down towards the block as you rotate the spine towards the right. Inhale, the hand reaches up to the sky. We rotate towards the thigh. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, and last time, 3, 2, 1. Let's step the right foot forward and the left foot back. Lizard lunge on the second side, swaying back and forward. Remaining connected to your breathing. Okay, and we'll go again. So right hand reaches all the way to the sky, rotating your ribcage, and then lowering the elbow or the hand, forearm down towards a block or the floor. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And release the hand. Exhale, step the left foot forward and finding your Malasana. So with your Malasana squat, you can sit on both of those blocks, or you can just let the hips hang if you have that space. And if you do have that space, or you are sitting on the blocks, let's take the hands together and press them towards the sternum and press the heels of the hands down so you can feel some stretch in the forearms as well. Okay, Chest broad, collarbones wide and broad. Lengthen up through the crown. And pressing the elbows into the knees and the inner knees in towards the elbows. And notice what that does with your stability and your ability to feel more lengthened through the spine. And as you exhale, plant the hands on the blocks of the floor or fingertips and fold. So we'll move in and out of our Malasana, spin the toes out, heels in, and then into your Malasana variation. And then as you exhale, spin the toes forward and you fold forward. Your knees can be bent the whole time. Inhale and exhale. Hinging from the hips as you fold, inhale. We lower to Malasana, exhale, hips back, chest forward and fold. Inhale, last time, exhale. Soft knees, roll the spine up to Tadasana, hands stretch forward and up. And exhale, hands by your side. Now we'll move through our hip focused sun salutation. So inhale, arms by the side. Exhale, hands to chest. Inhale, hands to the sky. And exhale, Malasana. So we're transitioning through your Malasana. Hands to block, step the right foot back. Lower the right knee and ground the kneecap down into the floor. Fingertips on blocks and arch the upper spine. And then as you exhale, step the left knee back to beside the right. And your hands can be planted on blocks. We find our tabletop. Inhale, find cow pose. And then exhale, cat pose. Inhale, arch the spine, extension, press the chest forward. Exhale, round into the spine, lifting the navel up, pressing the blocks away. Last cow pose, inhale. And then the end of your inhale, split the knees wide, toes touch, and sit your hips back towards your heels. Hands off the blocks, reach those forward into your extended side, your extended child pose. And your forehead just rests on the floor. And in this posture, please try to find stillness. Perhaps letting go of your controlled Ujjayi breath in this moment. And visualize the tension releasing from your shoulders, your spine, your hips. Now as you inhale, pull the hands, place them back onto your blocks, knees directly underneath your hips. And we move into another cow pose. Inhale. Exhale, round the spine, cat pose. Inhale, cow. And on the end of your inhale, you step your right foot to the outside of the right hand and block. Arching the spine, press the chest forward. And as you exhale, step the left foot forward into your active Malasana. Pressing your hands towards your sternum and inhale, your hands reach the sky. And we come all the way back down on the exhale. And plant the hands, step the right foot back. Inhale, arch the spine. Gaze is lifted. And exhale, step the left knee back beside the right. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, lower the navel to the floor, chest forward, gaze up. Exhale, round the spine. Last inhale here. And on the end of your inhale, split the knees, hips to heels, hands forward, child's pose. Allowing that point between the eyebrows to rest gently on the floor. An acupressure point that assists in decreasing the stress levels in your body and activating the parasympathetic nervous system. And you can stay here for as long as you like before coming back into our movement and our breath. Okay, so when you're ready, rise up, tabletop. Big breath in, extend the spine, gaze lifts. Exhale, round the spine, tailbone tucks, gaze between the legs. Inhale. On the end of your inhale, step right foot forward. And exhale, left foot beside left hand, active squat. Inhale, we rise, hands to the sky. And we come all the way back down again. Exhale. Plant the hands, right foot steps back. Low lunge. Lift the chest, drop the hips. Step your left knee back. Exhale. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, 3. Exhale, 4. Inhale, 5. And on the end of your inhale, knees wide, toes touch, hips back towards heels, hands forward and forehead down, child's pose. On your next in-breath, rise up. Hands on blocks or the floor. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, round the spine. As you breathe in, step the right foot forward. Arch the spine. Exhale, left foot forward, active squat. Inhale, hands rise. And this time, exhale, arms by the sides, pause. Move into stillness here. Let go of the controlled breathing. And feel the sensations that have arisen as a result of the breath and the movement. Okay, inhale, open your eyes or keep them closed and lift the hands up towards the sky. Gaze up. Exhale, we move down again. Plant the hands. Now step the right foot back and lower and ground the right kneecap down into the floor. So Anjaneyasana here. Hold on to the left block. So rise up and hold the block on each side, but only with the palms. Resist gripping with the fingers and straighten the elbows out and lift the block up as far as your shoulders will allow, whilst also keeping the elbows straight and the lower ribs hugging in. Remain grounded in the front foot and press your knee forward. And as we stay here, I'd like you to continue to press the palms firmly into the block as though you're trying to squeeze it and burst it. And at the same time, I want you to pull the right knee and left foot towards each other. These isometric contractions in the whole body begins to create heat from the inside out. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale. Press the block up. Exhale. Good. Now, lower that block down back to the floor. In fact, keep it to the outside of the mat so it's out of the way. And then let's spin the right foot so it's off the left edge of the mat. Okay, finding our way into a kneeling warrior two. And if at this point your knees feel quite sensitive, go ahead and put a blanket or some padding underneath the knee. And make sure that the knee is directly stacked underneath the hip. So we feel that place of balance and alignment, and then reach the hands out to the sides. Okay, now from here, I want you to reach the right fingertips back, lower the fingertips down to the floor. And when you feel that lightness in the left leg, we spin the left heel out, so the outer edge of the left foot is in line with the short edge of the mat, the front of your mat. Okay, so the leg is straight, and then left arm over your ear, the supported plank, side plank. Can you reach the fingertips further away so we can stretch deeper into the left side? Inhaling, pressing down to the knife edge of the left foot and stretching your hand away. Good. Now a little engagement in the core to lift you up. So seesawing your left fingertips to the left shin. Inhale, right fingertips over your ear. And then reaching the fingers down to the right side, the back of your mat, and left arm over your ear. Moving with your breath. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, rise, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower, 3, 2, 1. Now this time, as you rise, spin the left toes forward again, left elbow on your left thigh, and sweep your right arm forward and then over your ear. So this kneeling, extended side angle position. And let's do full rotations with the arm moving into the shoulder, whilst also stretching through the sides of the body. Following the breath, full inhales and full exhales. Switch direction, right fingers back, up and over. Maybe following the fingertips with your gaze. And the next time your right arm is over your ear, lower that down to the block on the right side and spin the right foot back and then over to the other side. And as you're turning that foot to the other side, you'll notice your left knee beginning to straighten. Lift that up and sweep your foot to the back of the mat. So we're now in this side angle, this supported side plank, left arm over your ear. And we'll go again. So inhale, we rise up and over, and then lower the right fingertips down to the floor. And as you do that, lift the left foot up. So we feel this engagement in the right glute. And again, wherever you are on your breath cycle, just moving with your pace and your breath. Good. And then cartwheel both hands down to the blocks underneath your shoulders, left knee beside the right. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, knees wide, toes touch, extended side and extended child's pose. Noticing the differences between both sides. Allowing yourself to reset here before we move into our second side. Okay, let's rise up. Good. Okay, this time right foot steps forward. Okay, straight away pick up that block under the right hand and stretch your arms up over your head. Squeeze the block, pull the front foot, back knee together. Stretch through the sides of the body and maintain the long inhale and exhale through the nose with your Ujjayi Pranayama. Building that heat. Okay, now let's lower that block down to the side and spin the left foot to the other side of the mat. Okay, so a little kickstand, and I like to just reset my knees here to make the flow a little more comfortable. Warrior two. Allow yourself a moment here in your warrior two to reconnect with the breath, and then we move. So left fingertips down, straighten out the right leg, turn the toes to the side of the mat, and right arm over your ear. Inhale, engage the core, rise up, trickle the hands, the fingers down to the right shin, and open the left side. Moving with your breath, slowly and mindfully, lowering the hand down to the floor. Lifting up and opening. Let's say we have another two more of these. Okay, rising up, spinning the toes forward again, knee over ankle, right forearm, right knee, extended side angle pose. Full circles with the left arm, follow your gaze, your thumb. Maybe your mind is in the left side, tuning into the stretch you're creating around the ribs, between the ribs. Let's change direction. Connecting your breath with the movement, letting everything be smooth. Okay, now left arm, left hand down onto the block and spinning that left knee over to the other side, straightening out the right knee and lifting that foot and sending it to the back of the mat, right arm over your ear. Rise up, inhale, exhale, lower the fingers down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fingers to the floor, right foot lifts. Exhale, lower, seesaw, side to side. And don't worry if your breath is not exactly the same as it was from one cycle to the next. Allow yourself to adapt and to change. To allow you to find your flow. Okay, last one here. And release your hands down to the floor. Right knee meets left. Inhale, cow. Arch the spine, full extension. And part the knees, hips lower. Hands stretch long, extended child's pose. Inhale, rise. Okay, both hands on blocks. Tuck the toes, hips to the sky. Nice, both feet forward outside the hands. Active squat. Exhale, hands to chest. Inhale, lift and lengthen, gaze past the thumbs. And exhale, Malasana squat. Just swaying from side to side. Close the eyes. Follow the breath. And you can stay here or lower the left fingertips down towards the left and right hand up on a diagonal, reaching to the sky. And as you exhale, we can switch. Right fingertips down, left hand on a diagonal, we reach. Gaze moves past the thumb and then we move side to side. Following the breath. Last side, inhale. And exhale, hands lower to the block, lift the hips and fold. Hold the elbows, let the head, neck and shoulders relax. Knees remain soft. Plant the hands, step back into downward facing dog. Lift the hips, lift the heels, bend the knees, press the hands forward and down. Roll the outer arms outward, broadening the upper back. And very slowly, let's lower the knees down towards the floor. And as they land, lift the chest, arch the spine. Full extension and exhale round. Step the blocks forward or hands forward, one space. Inhale, cow. Exhale, press in, cat. Step forward again, inhale, cow. Exhale. Round the spine. Inhale again, one step forward. And exhale. Last time. Now your hands can come off the blocks here as we move into puppy pose. Keep your hips directly over your knees. Your toes are tucked. And your forearms can lower to the floor, or maybe your chest has space to lower to the floor. Again, all depends on where you are with your shoulders. And the chin can rest, or the forehead rests on the mat or a block. And breathe here. Following the inhale. And exhale. Keep following, inhale, from beginning, middle, and end. Notice the pause at the top, and then exhale. Sinking deeper into the floor. Press into the forearms. Glide forward, step your knees back. We find our Sphinx pose, elbows directly underneath your shoulders. Your toes can be wide here. And lift the chest. And exhale. Okay, press into the left arm to lift the left elbow, and we'll transition onto our backs by threading the right arm underneath the left arm, lowering the shoulder down, and then rolling onto your back. Okay. Okay, we have one more movement before our Shavasana. So legs long, toes pointing to the sky, and our arms by our sides. Now this one here is a lymphatic drainage technique. So what I want you to do is just press the toes forward and pull them back, and feel the skin drag up and down the back line of the body, up and down the mat. So you're pulsing back and forward. So this helps to shear, if you like, the skin, tapping into the lymph nodes along the back side of the body. And what's also really great about this movement is that it's so relaxing. When you come into stillness, you'll notice the sensations assisting you deeper into your relaxation. Okay, so keep going. Following your breath, you can keep your eyes closed. Back and forward. And stop. Let the toes flop to the sides, palms face the sky, arms away from the body, removing any distractions. Tuck the chin slightly, lengthening the back of the neck, and relax in your Shavasana. All of the hard work is done. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Just allow all the great things that you have done for your body to assimilate through your systems. Consciously relaxing behind the eyes, the forehead, the jaw. And all the way up and down the body, let every part of yourself release and be held by the earth. And I will leave you here in Shavasana. Please stay for as long as you can and enjoy the effects of the practice. And I look forward to seeing you again on the mat soon. Thank you so much for practicing with me.